Shout out to Maximilian. You been stupid on this fucking beat. It's the remix.
So, I don't know. Everything was just. What's funny? What's funny, Chanel?
Oh God. Okay. No, it's just weird because I'm the director. Hey everyone, Chanel Melanie Green. It's just like since I'm like behind the camera, it just feels so weird being on the camera. So I can't help it. Just like, huh?
You want me to introduce you then?
No. I'm just saying it just feels so weird having the camera pointed at me since I'm usually behind the camera. So I just can't help it.
What, laugh and
Yeah.
giggly? I say that.
I got
on
the
camera,
giggles.
Okay.
Giggle Corporation.
Giggle Corporation, Pineapple Pickle Production.
Oh.
I didn't think I was gonna get that. But what do you think? Like, you know, being behind the scenes, videotaping everything. What's your perspective on how the video shoot went?
The video shoot went pretty well. For the first one, Jay Sean, you know, it was hard, you know, like getting in the work of things and just like reshooting and.
First one ever, so yeah.
But the second time we shot, you know, that segment, it seemed to come out more naturally, you know.
Yeah.
And then Tim, and then Roger. So you know, it's really like getting used to doing like all the lighting and everything, and having everything like you know in the correct spot, and you know angles and zooming in and out and everything, you know.
Yeah, I understand that because I think too. If we become, well, when we become bigger, we'd be able to have like the different lightings and different, better setup and stuff. I think that's something that we should really work on for them is the setup. Make them feel more comfortable, you know.
Yeah.
And then I think by them feeling comfortable, questions will flow better. We'll feel comfortable, you know. Everything just comes together.
Yeah, and I was thinking for like a different segment, like on future segments, you know. Like being more interactive, instead of being inside, being outside, you know.
That might be, yeah, that'd be real cool. Like, you know how sometimes people videos happen, they just be walking and everybody, you know, just like it's just casual every day. You just chilling with that person and just hanging out.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm definitely excited to doing you know, future projects in video and photography and you know everything else. And you know, this is just. You know, this is awesome. Like, this is great.
So you working on any other projects?
Photo shoot, a couple photo shoots. You know, writing. I'm just getting into the swing of things really. You know, this is what I want to do. Media production.
Hey, new generation. Chanel Nelly. New generation in photography. Doesn't have to just be rap, music, artists, you know, whatever. Alright, so how you think Jay Sean?
You interviewed me.
I don't know. Shit, I'm confused about this process. I really am.
Pretty much, I think
How would you go first since you have in your head
I
how
was
this looks?
going.
No, you took long pause like you wanted me to go first. Right. No, you wasn't. You really wasn't saying nothing important like that.
I didn't get the point because
You know what?
Okay, time out.
Darius gonna go first. Go ahead.
And
I thought that Jay Sean interview went well. For our first interview, I think it went smooth, and speaking for myself, I was nervous. I didn't know what to expect, and so I think it turned out good.
To me, I was more nervous about the Rod Smith video, interview, than the Jay Sean and the Tim interview because, well, Rex Rhymes, because I guess because we kind of know them, so yeah. I wasn't as nervous as I was with Rod Smith. But it was fun though. It was very fun. I had fun.
I was nervous because we walked in here not knowing anything about them, but it came across as we just knew who we were.
Yeah, but it also got kind of scary too when we come in and then he's here. And then he tells us, "Oh, this is not my first rodeo. I did this a couple of times." So it's like, "Oh my gosh, what if?" Like in my head, I was like, "What if when we're talking, he's like, oh, these questions are boring. Oh my God, what if he's just like, this is, when am I gonna leave? This is not professional at all. I think too, we need to figure out scenery.
Yeah, I think Tim's Rex Rhymes interview was the funniest to me.
But it's because
It was just.
Mr. Rhymes, he's, yeah, in itself, he's just a jokester. And when he rhymes, well, his raps sounds way different than actual when he's talking. It's weird because he's just, I don't know, his voice sounds a little more masculine when he's just talking to us, but it gets squeaky when he starts rapping.
I'm trying to think behind the scenes of each one. He was always screwing up.
I don't know. When I first started, I'm always nervous. Like, I'm always nervous when we first start. So in my head, I'm already calculating the mess ups and what I'm going to mess up on, and then I mess up on it. So I'll be like, okay, I mess up on that. Second time, third time is charm. I got the third time, so I'm good.
And for the first time, something that y'all might not know.
What they might not know theirs, what they might not know.
We filmed like a whole 2.5 hours and crammed it into maybe 20 minutes.
Yes, we did.
And we also did, I think for Jay Sean's and Tim's, it was about that long. And we did like
Jay Sean was the longest.
It was long.
Because we had to figure out exactly what we wanted to do. Because we tried out 2 different angle types and then 2 different film, I don't know what you would call it, like film directions and stuff like that. So that was different.
That was 30 shots in itself.
Mm-hmm. And then we went back, looked at the video, saw what we need to do. So we had to go back and critique that and then did it right. And then I guess now we just
Here.
cross your fingers. Hopefully Rod Smith's video is legit, and we won't have to, because I don't think we're going to get a chance to film anytime soon again. So, but yeah. Tim and Jay Sean, they just around the corner, so we can kind of, bump heads with them if something goes wrong.
But overall, I think this one was the easiest shoot, just because we knew how we wanted it. But the only thing nerve-wracking was we didn't know the questions.
Mm-hmm.
We just came in here and just did it. Didn't even know who he was, and just
it went well for because if you think about it, if you don't know who the person is, you're going to have questions. It's just that you just have to realize that you have questions and just go with it, because I feel like when you come up with something and then I kind of backbite off of it, and then that helps me come up with a whole new like maybe 2 or 3 questions more, and then you go and say something, then I come in, put mine in, and then it helps it really does help it flow. The randomness is greatness. Remember that.
I would say it's more complicated when you know the person, because you know all of that information about them. So to try and reiterate for people that don't know is hard to do.
But it's funner to when you are working with people that you do know, because you can joke and play with them more. Because with Tim's video, it was easier to kind of ask him personal questions and get into the nitty gritty of Tim, But there was some stuff that I didn't know about Tim too, like where he actually was from.
I knew that.
You did? I always assumed Tim was from Houston. To be honest, being here, I just assume everybody's from Houston.
True.
So many Houston people, man. So many.
But we got more coming, so
We do. Yeah, we do. Stay tuned for another episode of New Generation. We'll be back.
A diverse community of awesomeness. If you guys want to see, my writings, my photography, hit me up on Twitter. Kiss My Creation. My Tumblr, simply with 2 eyes, this. So come find me.
start jumping. Cake walk on, boy, I'm getting to the money. My cake walk on, boy, I'm getting